So they have released all of the Ascension skills now, so we know like all 7 heroes will have on their 2 updated skills. Some of these heroes are going to be a lot better. Some of these heroes, I don't think these spell boosts will really change much, but we're going to go over them now. Right, so first up we got Artemis. Right, so she has, like, so we mentioned this before, her smart arrow. It now bounces 2 more times. It also heals her for 33% of the damage dealt. Right, so this gives her some much needed survivability boost. I think the healing could have been bumped up more than that. I think it honestly could have been like 100% because she's pretty fragile, which is the thing that hurts her most. That and being a physical attacker that hits with multiple times just kind of cause the roar to activate. Same thing with her Deadly Shower. So each time when Artemis uses Deadly Shower, she fires 7 more arrows, so gets cumulatively better during the fight. But again, this just means more opportunities for like heroes like Aurora or Dante to dodge. So I don't think this is going to help Artemis too much. I think this is just, like I said, I mean, she's a bit better, but Artemis I think is still pretty much going to be unplayable. We got CLEAVER'S Ascension skills. His Putrefaction ability, right, the hero pulled by the Rusty Hook takes 200% more damage from Putrefaction for 20 seconds. So, right, that's actually a pretty big upgrade. Putrefaction has been a pretty good ability, right? And this, now has more synergy with the Rusty Hook. They now take more damage. And speaking of Rusty Hook, it's been upgraded. The hero pulled by Rusty Hook pushes away their allies and damages them, right? So now it kind of causes an AE damage, right? He hooks them, right? And that like kind of creates like a kind of, like I think will be kind of somewhat like an AU shockwave that kind of pushes them away a bit. But yeah, so this is definitely could be good. There might be some times where you might, like I said, there could be some downside to that. Like it might be harder to say if you're using Cleaver with like say Arachne or something, then it won't be bunched up as much to hit them. But just something to think about. But this one should be good. Like I said, the Rusty Hook upgrades on Ascension rank 5, so you won't, like I said, so you could, in theory, you could probably just do Ascension to rank 4 on his class, and then, not have to worry about that if you're worried about that interaction, but I do think it will be better for most cases. Darkstar's Ascension skills, like we've talked about, Tormenting and Control, right? It lets, right, so they lose their health now, and they get a speed bonus while she's controlling them. Again, I kind of don't think that will matter much because it's a single target, so, right, Sebastian will block it pretty easily. Her Black Arrow's got an upgrade. If Darkstar has an enemy affected by the control skill when using Black Arrows, she releases an extra arrow and prolongs the control duration for 10 seconds. Again, this is just not going to help. Like, control, like, it's just, like, it would be good if it could land, but this just, you can't, it's hard to get that skill to land, which is why it's kind of meh. Where Black Arrows being upgraded should have just, increase the number of Black Arrows she did rather than stunning 2 targets. She could have stunned like the whole team, like a 5-target stun or something. Right then we'd be talking about Darkstar like being better, but I think this, like I said, Darkstar got pretty hosed by these ability changes. Like these will not move the needle for her. We got Kai, right? So his explosive sphere, right? It detonates, and now that right, is attached to an enemy. It deals pure damage for 8 seconds and then deals magic damage on explosion. So this will do a lot more damage. Like his explosive spheres are already pretty good, so the upgraded one will be better. It's kind of a misnomer. Like it's called explosive, now it's called lesser explosive. It's kind of a weird name change. I mean, shouldn't it be greater explosive sphere? I don't know. It's like that's a bit of a confusing name change. I think it should be called Greater Explosive Sphere instead of Lesser on the stronger one, but I'm not naming these. Then you have his Fetters the Wind, right? So his Whirlwind launches, right? Now does AE explosives, right? Right, said so. Right, this was already a good ability, but now it does AE like damage, like more AE damage. Right, so this is just going to be really good. And, like, Kai could be dangerous. Like, he has really high vampirism. I think it's like 110% or something when he's maxed out. So Kai is kind of a dangerous hero. Right, like I said, and this will be a lot more opportunity to gain that much more life. So, yeah, no, this is something to watch out for. Like I said, I do think Kai's a decent, like I said, I think this will help Kai a lot. Right, he's one of the ones who got a big bonus with these changes. Like, these are big bonuses. Nebula, we've talked about absolute serenity. Like, it got nerfed from its initial offering. Now it's only 4 seconds instead of 15 seconds. And then we have her balance projection, right? Astral projection grants the balance effect to 2 allies, boosts their physical attack, magic attack for 5 seconds. Right, so when she uses her ult, she now uses her balance effect on 2 allies. Right, for 5 seconds. So this is just more power boosting. Like this is a good ability. Like I said, the Nebula definitely is one of the winners here for these changes. Like, I mean, I don't think this will make her top tier or anything, but these changes do help her. Will help make her a bit more consistent. Right, so make her a slightly better healer. Right, and protection against like status effects. Like, these are good changes for Nebula. Like I said, Nebula's still super line dependent, but these, like I said, this as I said, will help her. Right, and then we got Qing Mao. Right, her open heart gets an upgrade. Additional decreases target's max health by 100% of damage dealt with a basic attack. Qing Mao cannot decrease the target's max health by over 40%. So instead of just reducing their armor, she actually reduces their max health. Right, so now it's like I said, so that's I said, that could be relevant. Right, could be very relevant, like taking off their max health so they can't be healed over that amount. Like I said, this is probably, that one we'll have to see how that works. Like, but that could be a game changer right there. This could make Qing Mao a much better. Qing Mao's kind of a meh hero, but this is, like I said, her upgrade to open heart could be good, but we'll see. It's probably still flagged as a status effect, so Celeste and Sebastian and now Nebula could pretty easily block or remove this, as like I said, because the old open heart is removable by Celeste, Sebastian, Nebula, so it's probably still can be debuffed, like blocked or whatever, but it's still a great upgrade. We'll see how that works in practice. Wrath of Qinlan. When Qing Mao uses the Qinlan skill, the Dragon Spirit deals 1 extra hit to its targets for each blinded enemy on the battlefield, max 5 hits. This is meh. Like, I mean, it's just, this is like an upgrade that's the most pretty much irrelevant. Like, whatever. Like, cool, if there's blinded enemies, it might do more, but again, blind is not a status effect. That's rare. That's rarely relevant. Yes, Qing Mao can blind. Like, how often do you see it? It's kind of a pointless upgrade. Like, big one on her is the open heart upgrade. And then finally, we get Thea, who probably got the biggest boost of all these heroes. I mean, Thea was already a good hero, and like this is like these changes on us going to kind of make her borderline overpowered. I mean, this is pretty big, right? So her Radiant Healing Beam, right after Thea used the Healing Beam, the allied target takes less damage for 5 seconds. I think it maxes out to like 50% less damage. And then when she uses her ult, right, all healing by Solar Sanctuary that exceeds the ally's max health is converted into a shield that absorbs any damage. So now she can heal for over health. Like, and this is a big deal, like, because a lot of her early heals, like, it might only heal, like, the tank or one of the other heroes. But now all the, like, support heroes and the other stuff, like herself, they'll have a life addition to, like, what their default is. I assume, like, that still works with Axel's damage mitigation stuff. So this means she can potentially just, like I said, keep adding more health onto her team than your team can potentially do, like, damage to. Like I said, Thea's already a great hero. This is going to make her a lot better. Like, you know, like, she's a great healer. Like, these are both really good abilities. Like, this just makes her that much better of a healer and makes it that much harder to kill teams that are running Thea as a healer. Like, so these are good changes. Like, yeah, Thea is probably one of the big winners here. Anyway, those are the changes. Those are what's coming with the Ascension abilities. The Asgard is already live on VK version of the game, and should be live on the Facebook version of the game in probably about 2 weeks. Not 100% sure on the exact date, but is coming very, very soon. Probably come like shortly after Spooky Fest. Possibly the following weekend. So yeah, so get ready for that. This is coming. This is going to be the biggest change to Hero Wars since he added pets to the game. Should be a lot of fun. I'm pretty excited. We'll see what the future holds. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you for watching.